Nigerians, congratulations on the increase in price of fuel. Fuel subsidy regime is over. President Tinubu, May 29, 2023. Your Excellency, sir, we thank you. Mr. President, the way you dey handle us, the way you dey treat us as your Nigerians, as a country, it shows that you are a father. This is leadership. You are in the UK on holiday, you dey rest, and you are also Nigerian Minister for Petrol, and NPC don't increase price of fuel again. We thank you. So my fellow Nigerians, now when I say make I follow talk, because NPC said they don't come out as middleman from Dangote refinery, so price of fuel don't come up again, and now it go reach about 1,000 something and so on and so forth. So I just say make I ask on my people. So we as Nigerians, we fit buy fuel for up to 1,000 something without complaint. So as a people, we fit live with fuel at 1,000 something. Nobody protest, nobody talk, save Nigeria, no occupy Nigeria. Everybody accept. That is, we don't accept and we don't understand fuel subsidy, everything. So as Nigerians, we get understanding like this, we get patience, we get, we get understanding with government. So now only Jonathan government will be no get understanding with. We fit buy fuel for 1,000 without complaint, but we be no fit buy for 140 naira under Jonathan in 2012. And remember, say the major problem why I don't they tell una about this subsidy issue, not be about say we they pay fuel subsidy. The major problem about the Nigerian fuel subsidy regime is the corruption and criminality in the subsidy regime. Under Jonathan, where be say the government being bad, or everybody say corrupt. As bad as the government be, when they want to remove subsidy, the president first go launch buses for Eagle Square, say make they distribute to transport company. They launch Shopee subsidy reinvestment program, say for people, for youth and all that. Plus you win, make youth where they do business, make they access loan and all. As bad as it been bio, but we protest, we say we no want. 12 years later, the same APC government will protest and lead protest against Jonathan government come remove am now. The question where we dey ask since we say the money from the subsidy, where e dey go? Is it possible say the thing where they do with this removal of subsidy na to remove the corruption from the cabal where the petroleum sector come put the money for the pocket of politicians? Because I tell when I say the thing where Nigeria they suffer today is the ghost of the Buhari presidency. The Buhari government is the mistake that should never have been made. Buhari had no business with governments. Under Buhari, they signed Petroleum Industry Act, which proposed that 6 months after that act, NPC should not have business with regulating the price of petroleum. Fuel subsidy is supposed to end since February 2022. Immediately the thing won't end. The then Minister for Petroleum, Timi Prisiva, run go National Assembly, go demand for 18 months extension. In 2022 alone, Buhari's government spent about 4 trillion on fuel subsidy. Between the first 6 months of 2023 to the end of the Buhari government, they spent about 3.6 trillion on subsidy. Totaling Buhari's administration about 11 trillion on subsidy. More than the entire presidents that were before him since our 1999. Handed over to President Tinubu, subsidy regime is over. Now the pricing and the suffering from that subsidy program has been pushed to average Nigerians, me and you, which are the consumers, because even the under cabal of that subsidy chain from the petroleum sector, they don't even lose. Between the first 6 months of removing subsidy, the federal and state government have shared about 15.1 trillion. That is an increase in state allocation by more than 3 trillion. Meaning governors even have more money than the expenditures that they make. Where does most of the naira go? Is it possible to say that they convert them to dollars, which is also causing parts of the problem with forex and dollar in this country? My fellow Nigerians, shall we understand what we do so? And we realize that to tackle this issue, we must face the root cause of our problem, which is this governance. Tomorrow we go talk, say we want to end bad governance. Ask yourself the question, how do you end bad government? By electing good government. How do you elect good governance? It has to be through electoral process and INEC. And none of us, they talk about the major issue of INEC. Imagine running an election against a government that controls INEC, judiciary, law enforcement, including thugs. How do you expect to excel? Opposition, labor, everybody, save Nigeria, nobody talk again about. So Nigeria don't save. We as Nigerians, we pursue things, we are chasing shadows, talking about on social media things that do not advance our collective welfare. That is why I'm calling on anybody wey be activist, anybody wey get voice. We must come together to see how we want to fix this issue of governance. It was now President Tinubu talk 2012 when Jonathan want to remove subsidy. He said subsidy is Jonathan's tax on Nigerians. Your Excellency, is this now your tax on us? Maybe by the end of the APC government, but with the way this government they go, because this one are baby steps, so with the way this government they go, maybe by the end of the APC administration, totally the population where they symmetry go plenty past the one where they are alive. God forbid, because me I no go join that population. This Nigeria, I know die here, we live here, and Nigeria must work in our lifetime. Look at hunger, look at suffering, see the pain of Nigerians. Even people who you think say they have it all together, inflation don't collect whatever you call salary, no social security, no health insurance, nothing. Everybody is your own government, and we want to continue like this every day with it. Those of una where they stand on mandates, those of una where been they fight Jonathan during that subsidy, is it that una been they fight them so that we can achieve this one where we did so now? So now this one come better. My fellow Nigerians, I take God beg you now. Make we begin to the talk of how we want to do this INEC matter with election. Because 2027, we are setting ourselves up for more Shege Pro Max, Shege Ultra. The dying body of Nigeria where they intensive care, instead of us to hand them over to trained medical professionals, may they save them, we don't hand them over to organ harvesters. The small parts where still they are stealing them and harvesting it. It is not about making policy. Tomorrow they go say government they do policy on this. The major challenge is the corruption and lack of transparency and accountability. If you like, create policies from today till next year. If you do not fight corruption and bring transparency and accountability and enforce your own laws, nothing will change. The suffering will only increase, and politicians will continue to live as kings at the detriment of the general populace. May God help us Nigerians to realize that we are our only help, we are our only hope, and give us the wisdom to do what we need to do to help ourselves. Because all this one what they do, Oshileshiu, Oshigidini. Congratulations, fuel subsidy removal. Happy petroleum price increase. May God help you and may God bless Nigeria.